Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. The Eradicator here, and we are continuing our TIE Fighter Total Conversion playthrough, which is going to be the Battle 2, which is called... what is it called again? It's called the Sepan Civil War. And so we'll be checking out what is going to be this very first battle here. It seems like two factions are going to be fighting.
The Sepan people have been torn apart by civil war. Both rival factions, the Republics and the Democs, are guilty of committing atrocities against each other. In order to bring an end to this conflict and stabilize the region, Admiral Harkov has been given the task of forcing both sides to the table by any means necessary. We will begin this task by intercepting a Democ attack on a Republic convoy. Your objective will be to try and save as much of the convoy as possible by turning back the Democ attacks. Once we've destroyed enough of their ships, they should withdraw from the area. This should show both sides that the Empire means business, and that hopefully their leaders will realize that challenging us is futile.
The Empire means business.
You will be flying a TIE fighter designated Alpha 2 with 5 wingmen along with several other TIE squadrons. The Victory Star Destroyer Protector and its escort, the modified frigate Akaga, will support you. Both factions may employ many dozens of older starfighter designs, along with several Clone War era capital ships that they've acquired over the years.
My goodness.
Though these ships are not nearly as modern as our own ships, they can still pose a threat to us. In particular, the B-type Y-wing employed by these factions has a rotating turret that can be deadly to unshielded TIEs caught unawares, so stay sharp and attack from a distance.
Do as your commander orders, but pay attention to everything around you. Inspect the cargo containers of the convoy if you get the opportunity. Admiral Harkov's performance so far has not been all the Emperor had hoped for. Conflicting reports give us reason to believe everything is not as it seems in this civil war.
Okay, well,
We have received a distress signal from a Republic convoy under attack by Democ marauders. The Democ attackers are using a Corellian gunship, armed cargo ferries, while a Clone War-era Acclamator cruiser is launching Y-wings and Z-95s.
Well, that definitely was not in the original TIE Fighter.
The Victory Star Destroyer Protector and the modified frigate Akaga will jump in and deploy our TIEs to drive off the attacking Democ forces and save the convoy. Do not attempt to engage the enemy cruiser.
Of course, we got a TIE Fighter.
The Democs are to be driven off, not annihilated, so be sure to let some of them escape.
Some of them. Alright. Okay, well, that is a peacekeeping mission, not something you would necessarily expect from the Empire, but again, this is the purpose of this glorious empire, is to bring peace, justice, and security to the people of the galaxy. And that's exactly what we will be doing in this mission. We have two rival factions here committing atrocities and crimes against humanity, or whatever species they are. So we are under attack. Okay, well, we are here to help. Glory to the Empire.
Attention all Republics and Democ craft. This is Imperial space. You are hereby ordered to stand down or face the consequences.
It seems like they are not going to comply. So, the enemies here are the blue ones.
Forces are seizing illegal war supplies. We cannot permit the Republic craft to escape. Don't interfere, Imperials, or you will be fired upon.
Okay, well, they dare to threaten the Empire. That is not acceptable. We'll be taking down this Z-95 among everything else.
TIE Fighter Alpha, engage the Democ Y-wings coded blue in the CMD.
Okay, the Y-wings. Okay, not the purple ones. The Y-wings, where are they? If I press O, I don't find them when I'm pressing O, which is supposed to be the key for objectives. See, the blue and the purple forces are attacking each other, which is to be expected, of course.
Hey, you, attacking craft,
Here's a Y-wing here. I'm going to also ask my fellow wingmen to be attacking. It looks like the Republics here are doing the job for us. I'll just be attacking whatever is available to be attacked. There we go. Recharging the cannons, double cannons here, and we are starting to do the job right here. Let's not attack this shuttle, obviously. There we go, another bandit down. So far, so good. I can see a Y-wing here. I gotta have to be watching out. These are old Clone War era Y-wings. the full fuselage and the turret at the back, which can be, as the commander said, extremely dangerous for my ship. At the same time, I gotta make sure that I can inspect some of those cargo vessels as well to see what is inside. I see a cloak-shaped fighter. I think that these are fighting for us. They are escorting those convoy vessels as well.
I'm heavily damaged.
Since our TIE fighters are unshielded, I'm afraid that we're gonna hear those messages a lot, especially if I can't tell them I have to inspect those fighters. Indeed, right? Imperial material in the Republic's convoy, which is exactly what the Demon was saying.
You may assist Transport Epsilon.
Transport Epsilon has been dispatched to deliver a boarding party. Republic convoy, surrender your vessels for inspection.
Are they going to do that or not? It's going to be interesting. It will be interesting to see if the Republics are going to be turning against us. Just as the Secret Order had anticipated, some of that cargo here is not entirely legal. Alright, do we have any fighters here? Seems like we don't have any extra fighters.
Don't get too close to that cruiser.
Yes, sir.
Got him.
This is 3. I've got a starship firing at me. Another bandit down. This is 3. Order
Another bandit
got him.
down. Awesome.
I've got a starship firing at me.
Okay, there's a cargo called Delphin which was destroyed. Flight crew here, Charlie and Adam, are also withdrawing from the area. Looks like the enemy is withdrawing indeed. We are going to let them escape, just like, the commander said. But also destroying quite a few of our allies at the same time. Well, allies, not really allies. A couple of TIE fighters heading towards that direction. Are we yeah, look at that. That's exactly what I thought. They have turned against us. We're here to help them. They have turned against us because we're trying to seize their cargo ships. Unbelievable.
3.
No, there's no need to attack the Y-Wings, but interesting to see the model here. Yeah, these are these are exactly the type of Y-Wing models that I was mentioning about those Clone War era. It's fantastic to see them in the game. All of assault gunboats joining the fray. These are the reinforcements. No, guys, let's not go too far because that acclimator here is going to destroy our TIE fighters. So pretty much here we're gonna have to wait until Transport Epsilon has boarded the cargo vessel, and then I think we'll call it a victory. Alright, they're still working on disabling that cargo vessel here.
Primary target update.
Shields
Their
out.
shields are
It
out.
should be
Primary
disabled.
target update. They have been disabled. Report on primary target. They have been disabled.
There we go. Excellent work. We'll be keeping the patrol around the area and make sure that nothing is happening to those freighters that should not be carrying these Imperial arms. What a scandal.
Hey, 2. Keep your distance.
It's okay, it's been disabled. Oh, got another wave of fighters here. Some escort shuttles and cloak-shaped fighters. They're those guys.
Primary target update. They have been captured.
Yes, they are going to prevent us from recapturing those ships, which is not acceptable. So where are they here? Looks like they are... Excellent work.
Good work. The attacking Demok forces have been driven off. TIE Fighter Alpha, you may return to the Protector's hangar now.
This is 3.
Freighter Asbo has been seized and will be taken to our nearest base.
Message from Vital Craft. They are under attack.
All craft,
Excellent,
maintain
excellent.
patrol
Well, we'll
until the
keep on
freighter is
going.
secured.
Alright. Well, we'll do that. We'll just go back to the Protector. As said, anyway, it's the end of the mission here. You guys don't want to be seeing some boring, not escort, but patrol around the ship, right? So we'll just be doing that. a nice little RP approach. Look at how beautiful that model here. Kudos again to the team at X-Wing Alliance Upgrade for just making this game look like a game that was made just a couple of years ago. It's fantastic. Even, you know, the lighting here, the entrance to the hangar, all of that is possible. And then the little cutscene here as you approach the hangar. Look at all those models inside, and it's so realistic. It's just amazing.
Well done.
Fantastic.
You have prevented
work.
the complete destruction of the Republic convoy, and in doing so have ensured we have sent a strong and clear signal to the Demok leadership that the Empire will not tolerate any further aggression from them.
You have discovered some alarming evidence. There is no legitimate way the Republic could have acquired Imperial armaments without help from someone high up within the Empire. Remain vigilant. We will speak again.
Some plots here happening within the Empire again. We will remain vigilant. I've only killed one Z95 Hand Hunter. That is not a lot indeed. Well, anyway, no new messages. Time to jump in for the next mission. Alright, so what is it going to be this time?
In response to the attack on their convoy, the Republics have launched a retaliatory attack on a Demok space installation. Although these two factions have been fighting each other for generations, the conflict has recently just been limited to raids and skirmishes for the last few years. However, given both sides' fleet capabilities, the Empire's goal is to prevent this conflict from once again escalating further and spilling into neighboring star systems, which will further destabilize the region.
This is not something
Therefore,
we want.
Imperial forces must stop either side from gaining a clear advantage over the other. To this end, we will help the Demoks this time drive off the Republic's attack before they can destroy the Demok station. As before, once the attacking force has taken sufficient losses, they will likely withdraw. For this mission, you will be flying a TIE bomber designated Beta 2 with 5 wingmen and helping to dispatch enemy corvettes and assault transports from attacking the station. There may also be a heavy cruiser in the area, so stay alert.
We're having to watch out for them.
Enemy starfighters will be dealt with by our TIE fighter and interceptor squadrons, but be on the lookout for enemy fighters trying to intercept you nonetheless, and take action accordingly.
We will.
The Demoks are claiming this is just a scientific research facility. Naturally, we are concerned to know just what kind of research they are performing. As opportunity allows, attempt to inspect the platform and any nearby containers. Anything out of the ordinary may require further actions. Be prepared to receive new orders.
We'll give it a try, my good sir.
We are going to intercept the Republic's reprisal raid on a Demok research facility. The raiding forces are mainly comprised of a pair of modified Corellian corvettes and several assault transports with minimal fighter escort. As before, the Victory Star Destroyer Protector and the modified frigate Ikaga will jump in and deploy all squadrons to turn back this assault.
Looks like we got some Clone War V-Wings that we're going to have to deal with.
Your primary mission will be to take out at least one of the corvettes and as many assault transports as possible.
Roger that.
Once again, we are not seeking complete destruction of the attackers here, we merely want to force a withdrawal.
Of course, we are a peacekeeping
As we
peacekeeping
demonstrated
force.
with the Demoks, the Republic's leadership must also be taught that further acts of aggression will be severely punished. We are going to intercept the Republic's reprisal raid on a Demok research facility.
Alright, we've heard that before, so let's go straight into the hangar. There you go, look at this beautiful TIE bomber model here. Leaving that hangar, and here we go. Look at also the modelization of the modified frigate. This is looking so great. Okay, here is one of the targets here, a modified Corellian corvette. These ones are a little bit better armed than the regular Corellian corvettes. They are also faster as well, so much deadlier.
Cease your attack at once.
Again here. It's a weapons lab. The voices are so hilarious. Well, if that is a clear indication here that the station must be inspected, we'll definitely have a look. Looks like not all of the torpedoes here are being... Are those lasers pink? Yeah, look at that. Those lasers are not red, they're pink. Oh, it's the first time I see a pink laser in a Star Wars game. Again, you know, they're not rebels, they're not Imperials. Another interesting little attention to detail again. Okay, here's the platform. The supposedly research station, which actually is a weapons lab. Well, we'll be definitely making sure to check this out. I'm trying to target the station as quickly as possible. It's going to be tough. You can see I have removed all power of my engine. Full power. Sorry, all power to my guns, to my cannons have been removed. Full power to my engines here. Because the time bomber is a little bit slow. It got a speed of 80 meters per second. And now with full power to the engines, I am at 90 meters per second, which is well, a little bit faster, right? I'm going to take all kinds of advantage that I can get with this slow and not so maneuverable vessel.
Transport Epsilon has been dispatched to deliverable.
Your initiative is commendable, Beta 2. Thanks to you, we may learn something useful here.
Excellent. So it was indeed a weapons lab.
Station Yost, prepare to receive Imperial inspectors. The Ripper should begin to feel the pressure now.
Right, well, they're going to get some inspectors, which is not going to make them happy, obviously. And I am afraid that this time the Demox are going to be turning against us.
This is 3. I've got
Just like in the previous mission, we're going to be facing, in the end, both sides, I am afraid. Well, what has been done so far? Let's take a look at the objectives here. We must destroy 66% of the Republic's crafts. There's going to be one right here taking down this Epsilon frigate. Oh no, almost. Alright, there we go. A Republic's heavy destroyer. What does that mean here? Does it mean that we're going to face it? What?
TIE Bomber Group Beta. Engage the Dromon and assist the Protector.
How dare they attack an Imperial cruiser? This is crazy. Well, I'm trying to look for that heavy cruiser here, but it's not really. If I'm pressing O in my objective, I can't find it.
They are under Starship attack.
This is crazy. Where is it?
Damaged.
Beta 2, assist transport Epsilon. They are taking fire.
Okay, I got new orders here, so we'll try to... okay, some V-Wings here are attacking the transport Epsilon, so we're gonna have to take it out. They really don't want that station to be inspected by inspectors. That is insane. Okay, oh, I see. That is indeed... Look at that. It definitely is a Clone Wars vessel.
Epsilon shields are failing. Get over there now.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm trying.
This is 5. Use your target for attack.
There we go. Calling here my wingmates as well. That wing, that V-Wing here, Clone Wars era Interceptor, is a tough little one. It's not really tough, but it's fast. There we go. Target eradicated. This one is on me. Another one here. Not easy here. It's just the reason why I have the dual lasers, because they're so nimble. If I need to really have as fast, you know, I need to fire as fast as possible if I want to at least get some shots. Now in TIE Fighter, in the X-Wing games, you know, it's not like in Star Citizen where you have a pip that tells you where to shoot. No. In Star Wars games, you have to figure out where you are going to shoot, and that is obviously a little bit more difficult. Now here is the Protector. Protector is firing on pretty much everything that is around. It is a beautiful sight to see. But I think that my mission here is... Oh my gosh, we lost a transport. Well, we'll still have 2 more transports coming in here in the area. There we go, they're here. Okay, so they're coming in waves just in case.
Our crews will attend to your craft immediately.
Yeah, I'm going to get some extra warheads here. I think that I'm going to need a little bit of repairs and more torpedoes. There you can see some of those transports leaving the starship at the same time. There's definitely some action happening here. Oops. So let's have a look here at those modules. Here they are. No enemies. I'm surprised. I haven't seen if the enemy cruiser has been taken down or not. Which is the reason why I went back to the ship. I wanted to help bringing here some torpedoes in my time bomber, but it seems like it is pointless. Alright, at least I wanted to show you guys it's possible to go back to your ship and get rearmed. Oh wow, massive fire here hitting that station. Alright, I'm going to bring in a few torpedoes to help my fellow vessels take down those shields here. Well, I think that was there we go, the station has been disabled. And that's pretty much it. That station here must be captured as well. It's a good opportunity to have a look outside. It's the slash key to see the third-person view. I think it's gives us a better chance to have a look at the beautiful environments that this mod here, this total conversion of TIE Fighter, bring into the... Oh, what is going on? We got some extra enemies here. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a last attempt from the enemy to prevent the capture of the station. Well, it seems like these efforts have been in vain. Do we have any more? Nope. No, and our transports have docked with the station, so it should be captured at any moment now. Yeah, we can see them here on the platform. Now these ion effects here show that the station has been disabled. It's completely harmless. I can fly around it without being hurt by those turrets.
Message from Vital Craft. They have been captured.
And it is a complete victory.
The Ripperbless are breaking off their attack. Keep up the good work, Beta 2. You may return to the hangar.
Message from Mission Critical Craft. They have been captured.
Weapons lab has been seized. Platform Yost is now under Imperial control.
Excellent, excellent. Alright, well, we are going to go back to the Protector and go back to the hangar. Another peacemaking mission completely successfully done. I feel very proud to be an Imperial, you know, when I do such good deeds in my TIE Fighters, it makes me feel good. I like also the blue reflection on the Victory Star Destroyer because the sun in this system is a blue star, so get some blue lights. It totally makes sense.
Report to the debriefing room at once.
We will, sir.
By intercepting the Ripperbless attack on the Demox, we have demonstrated that the Empire favors neither side in this conflict and that they cannot stand against our forces. Soon they will all learn to obey Imperial rule.
The Ripperbless were right in their assertions about this being no mere science station, as you discovered the existence of a weapons lab and helped ensure its capture. Congratulations. Such initiative is rare, and it will take one far in the Empire.
Well, thank you, sir. Alright, well, we are done here. Let's look at the statistics. Only 2 assists on the V-Wing. Well, not so glorious, unfortunately.
Sir, check messages.
Oh, I have some messages. Oh yes, a nice new poster with Darth Vader in the front. Excellent. Shuttle poster as well. A gift from the Shuttle Division pilot. Nice. Let's have a look at those messages here. Well, that's not really interesting. Alright, check messages here. Reassigned. I've gotten assigned to someone named Thrawn. The buzz is this guy is an outstanding strategist. He's not human, though. I don't think I've ever seen a non-human flag officer before. What do I know? Yes, he is not. He's a chiss. Alright, well, time for the next mission right here. Here we go. So, what is it going to be? So far, we tried to help one side, and the other side has turned against us. This has not been very good for us.
We have received a distress call from a group of Ripperbless refugees fleeing the Sepan Civil War. These are principally scientists who are fed up with their knowledge being used for war. They have stolen an old system patrol craft and several armed lambda shuttles. The patrol craft isn't hyperdrive capable, so it will have to dock with the Protector to transfer the refugees. The shuttles can then be accommodated in our hangar. However, we expect the Republic government to make an attempt to stop and recapture these refugees before we can get them to safety. So your job will be to escort the patrol craft and its shuttles to the Protector and fend off any attacking craft. To this end, you will be flying a TIE Interceptor designated Gamma 2 with 5 wingmen, and you will be joined by other TIE fighter and bomber squadrons. The modified frigate Akaga is still securing the DMOC weapons research station you discovered in your previous mission, and so will not be available to support us this time. However, Assault Gunboat Group Rho will be available for reinforcements if needed. Opposition should be light though, consisting of only a handful of starfighters and shuttles.
Well, we'll see about that. No secret order this time. Look at
some Republic refugees of the Civil War have hijacked system patrol craft glass and are seeking asylum.
And then they say we are the bad guys.
The system patrol craft has no hyperdrive, but is accompanied by a pair of Lambda-class shuttles providing escort. Their own government is trying to stop them, and has dispatched several fighters and shuttles of their own. TIE Interceptor Gamma will intercept the enemy force, while other TIEs provide support as needed if the enemy reinforces their attack. The glass must be kept safe long enough to dock with the Protector and transfer everyone aboard. The glass will then be fitted with decoys and abandoned while their shuttles will enter our hangar.
Yeah, because of course we are not going to be needed that stupid.
Some Republic refugees of the Civil War have hijacked system patrol.
Let's go to the hangar and we'll be flying a TIE Interceptor. It's going to be a little bit faster with 4 laser cannons. Quite an effective craft indeed. Here we go. This for the glory of the Empire.
We formally request asylum. Protector to Glass. Asylum granted. TIE Interceptor Gamma will rendezvous. Attention inbound.
There we go. We're going to help these guys, and we are going to.
Protector. Glass and its escort are under our protection. Do not attack.
I have a feeling that they are not going to obey again. Unable to comply. Sorry then. You will be eradicated. This is going to be the doom for you. Come on, sir. Give us the order. We'll be taking these guys down.
Hey, 2. Attacking craft dead ahead.
TIE Interceptor Gamma engage.
Yes, sir.
Wings and protect the shuttle.
Copy that, sir. I've got the target in my sight.
Over here.
Got a dual cannons. Look at that, they are firing their iron cannons toward us already.
I'm heavily damaged.
That's why these ships are dangerous, because they've got this turret here that can pretty much fire everywhere. This is Gamma 2 starting my attack run. Now look at what I'm doing here. I'm targeting all the different crafts possible. They're using their iron cannons to try to disable the glass here. They're not using torpedoes here because it's quite a fragile ship actually. Those system battle crafts are quite fragile, so they're not using torpedoes. Why do they use shuttles? Is that everything they've got? These are definitely not the best ships for. Look at all those shuttles getting wrecked. A couple of Z-95 as well. They are going to be no match for TIE Interceptors.
Another raiding party has arrived.
Roger that, sir. Here they go. Some Z-95s.
Hey, 2. Attacking craft dead ahead.
Another bandit down. Wow.
Flash 1. Got him. Another bandit down. Whoa.
Skimmers has just begun some cloak-shaped fighters as well. Gotta be careful here because I got all these TIE fighters ahead of me. It will be unfortunate to friendly kill a couple of my fellow Imperial fighters too. So far, so good. So far, so good. I have no enemies on my side. So this is the glass here. The glass is still at 98% of shields. Okay, some extra Y-wings here. Extra Y-wings. I can tell my wingmen to attack as well. I'm pretty sure that they're already doing it. Got 4 Y-wings. It's a total of 8 Y-wings here. Copy that. That is a lot of Y-wings here. Gonna have to make sure that none of them reach their target. Oh! I got hit.
Hey, 2, you better shake that bad.
Targeting computer is inoperative. This is bad. This is bad. I've lost my targeting computer. Damn it.
Got him.
And I don't have... I still have my radar, so I can tell where they are. But this is way too risky. I gotta... So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to put all power to the engine, which is going to give me a speed of 138 meters per second. I am hopefully going to outspeed those Y-wings. And I am going to go back to the protector ASAP for repairs. Because the thing is, guys, TIE Fighter is not a new game. It's an old game. 1994. Back in those days, there was no such thing as respawning or having several lives. Back in those days, when you died, you died. You had to redo the mission all over again. Obviously, I don't want to be doing that, so I am going to do what a real TIE Fighter would do. I will go back to the hangar and get some repairs. Yes, it did take a beating indeed. Please attend to my TIE Interceptor. I do not have any warheads this time. Looks like it has been repaired. Yes, it has been repaired, so we're going to get on launch and we'll be going ASAP. Here we go. You can see it's been repaired because of the crack on the glass is gone. Looks like I was not the only ship being repaired here. Excellent. So the glass is really close, actually. Oh yeah, it has docked. Wonderful. Wonderful. So the glass is already around. So while I was in the hangar, it managed to arrive. Excellent work. So that means that the victory is imminent. Yes, it's right there. Alright, so they're probably transferring the refugees to the ship, and then they'll be filling it with decoys and just sending it away. Excellent work!
Docking operation.
Excellent work, pilot. Good work, Gamma 2. The refugees are very grateful.
Refugees are
Prepare to
safely
return to the
aboard
hangar.
the Protector.
Excellent work. Alright.
We successfully rescued the refugees and have given them sanctuary aboard the Protector. There is at least now a measure of peace for some of these war-torn people. They will no doubt be forever grateful to the Empire and the Imperial Navy.
As they should be, because we are here to bring peace and security to the citizens of the Empire. I know I'm repeating myself, a little bit of brainwashing, but it is what it is. Let's check some messages. Looks like we got a new item here. Electro binoculars here. A gift from the naval troopers conducting assaults in the last mission. Oh, thank you so much. And here we got some messages here. Earn big credits at home. A drink from Ulrike's. And a thank you here from I was a refugee on Starship Glass. Look at that. The people thanking the Empire, being grateful the Empire is here. That is the way it should be. Alright, wonderful. Let's go back to the briefing room for the next mission. Alright, so what is it going to be this time? Seems like with me making a lot of enemies here in this sector.
The leaderships of both DMOC and Republic governments are meeting near Sepan 8 in an attempt to discuss their current situation, as they are now seeing us as their common enemy. We cannot allow them to forge an alliance against us, so the Empire will take advantage of this meeting by launching a special operation to capture both sides' leaders. If successful, we can finally help bring peace on our terms and restore order to the area. You will be flying an assault gunboat designated Nu 2 with 5 wingmen and 2 other flights of gunboats. Your task will be to disable both leaders' shuttles so that transports Omega 1 and 2 can board and capture the respective delegations. Once they are safely secured, return immediately to the Victory-class Star Destroyer Protector. As a result of this meeting, a temporary ceasefire has been arranged between both sides, which means you will face opposition from both factions this time, who will want to protect their leaders from capture. There will be an old Acclamator cruiser from the DMOX present, and a Nebulon B frigate from the Ripperbless, along with numerous fighters and escort shuttles, who will no doubt try to
Seems
destroy
like we're going to
our
feel the
transports.
heat.
Above all else, you must ensure that the transports complete their mission successfully and return to the Protector with their cargo.
Keep an eye out for any cargo-carrying vessels and inspect their cargo for any evidence of captured or stolen Imperial equipment. The Emperor is suspicious of how both factions are arming themselves. Their industrial capacity is not sufficient to explain the quantity of weapons and ships they have been throwing in a battle. They must have another
A
source.
little bit of conspiracy going on, eh?
Intel has discovered the time and place for a high-level meeting between the DMOC and Ripperbless leadership to discuss putting aside their differences and fighting
Which is
their common
us.
enemy. In order to bring them to the table on our terms, Transport Omega will lead a special operations raid to capture the leaders of both sides. Each transport will have a 6-ship flight group of assault gunboats for escort
So 6
and
ships on one
assistance.
side and 6 ships on
Gunboat
the other
Group
side.
Nu
Okay.
will team with Transport Omega 1, and Gunboat Group Tau will team with Transport Omega 2. Get in, capture the leaders, and
That's
get
very
out.
straightforward and
Do
easy.
not attempt to engage more than you can handle.
Got it. Well, we certainly will be doing that. Do not attempt anything you cannot handle, meaning that I am not going to take out the enemy vessels simply because I am just merely one ship, although part of a nice little squadron, as you can see here. Look at that. Oh, those assault gunboats flying in formation. This is so beautiful. I saw in a previous video people said, oh, what is a colorful cockpit? It's true. The cockpit of the assault gunboat is a little bit more colorful than the other. It's not the same makers, obviously. This is not a Senior Fleet System vessel, but it's actually from the same manufacturer that makes the Lambda shuttle. Okay, I saw the Omega transport on the other side. Here is a V-wing.
Assault gunboat Nu, intercept the escort shuttles.
Hey, 2! Attacking craft, dead ahead.
Remember, the escort shuttles can take at least 4 missiles.
We'll be doing that. So 4 missiles and then the ion cannons. We'll be doing just that. Another bandit down. Those Clone War era V-wings. There's an Acclamator cruiser here on one side. There should be a Liberty frigate coming on the other side. One of the escort shuttles is gone.
Got him. Got him.
There's a little missile here coming for that V-wing. Oh yeah, it is heating. One missile was able to take it down. Good job, whoever did that. It's interesting how that planet here looks like a Mars type of planet. Of course, there should be a couple of these planets in the Star Wars universe.
Primary target update. Their shields are out.
Omega 1, preparing to board shuttle Cadence.
Primary target update. They have been disabled.
Wow.
Omega 2, preparing to board shuttle Fantel.
Message from Mission Critical Craft. They have started boarding operations.
And there we go.
Primary target update. They have
So
been
this
destroyed.
is a
Entering
bug,
final craft. Their shields
guys.
are out.
You have failed to protect the boarding craft during their operation.
Guys, what you're looking at here is a bug.
They have been
It is a
destroyed.
known bug in the bug list of the mod, unfortunately. The developers
Make
are
sure both
aware
leader shuttles are quickly
that
disabled
the
so
Imperials are a little bit
transports
too trigger happy, and these shuttles are always going to be destroyed, unfortunately. So that's why the best thing to do here is going to skip the mission and try again. Like, there you go, skip the mission. And try to fly again, but you have also the option to skip the mission because it's always going to be like this. It's always going to be failing. So yeah, there's no other way around this time. All right. Well, that means that we are going to our next mission, which probably is going to be the finale of this particular battle.
As we
the
feared,
climax.
both the Demok and the Ripperblus have put aside their differences and are preparing a joint effort to push us out of the system. Although we had hoped to bring about a peaceful settlement, them turning against us was not part of the plan. Despite this setback, there is of course no possibility of them succeeding in driving us out. As a result, Admiral Harkov has arranged for substantial reinforcements which should arrive imminently. They will include the escort carrier drops aboard,
Nice.
bringing several squadrons of TIEs
yeah.
and 2 support ships,
Yes.
the Nebulon B frigate Swift
Yes.
and the strike cruiser
Oh, a
Indefatigable.
strike cruiser.
Additionally, Harkov has managed to persuade Sector HQ to give him a squadron of the very latest and new TIE starfighter designs being developed by Admiral Zarin, the TIE Advance.
Yes.
Though these are still in their early experimental stage, they are immensely superior compared to any of our current fighter
This should
designs.
definitely give us an edge.
With exceptional speed, maneuverability, large missile bays, and a shield generator. They should easily outmatch anything the opposing side can throw at us. You will be flying a TIE fighter
Oh,
designated
no. I
Alpha
was hoping
2
to fly a
with
TIE
5
Avenger.
wingmen. Your fighter has been specially outfitted with concussion missiles, though with limited space you can only have 4. We expect this to be a full-scale combined attack by both enemy factions using the bulk of their capital assets against us.
So it's going to be a large
Your
battle,
primary
guys.
responsibility will be to defend our capital ships from any enemy fighters making torpedo runs. Once we've destroyed enough of the enemy fleet, we expect the remainder to flee. One way or another, though, this conflict ends here.
Excellent. Well, this is
Harkov
going
has
to be the
managed to
climax
get ships
of the
with
battle.
crews previously under his command assigned to him for this mission. Given recent discoveries of Imperial arms and equipment amongst both the Demoks and the Ripperblus, there are suspicions that Harkov himself may be up to something here. Keep an eye out for any other ships that may arrive to rendezvous with Harkov and inspect it.
I will be doing that. Well,
The Demok and Ripperblus are joining forces
nice.
for one
look at that.
final
1,
effort
2,
to
3,
push us
4,
out of the
5.
system.
It's a 5 versus 5. 5 capital ships versus 5 capital
They have
ships.
assembled the bulk of their fleets, which comprise of several heavy cruisers, frigates, and corvettes, along with dozens of starfighters. Admiral Harkov has therefore called in substantial reinforcements to help us turn back the attack.
Wow.
All available squadrons will be deployed to engage the enemy. Your squadron, TIE Fighter Group Alpha, will be tasked with engaging enemy bombers threatening our own capital ships.
Oh yeah, they have 2 squadrons of bombers here.
Our own bombers will launch waves of torpedo attacks against the enemy capital fleet, covered by our other TIE squadrons.
Seems like we have more fighters than they
Harkov
do.
has also procured one of the first batches of the new TIE Advanced Starfighter, or Avenger as the test pilots like to call it, designed by Admiral Zarin. This will be their first true test in combat.
Nice. Anyone who's played the X-Wing series know how deadly those TIE Avengers are.
Once the enemy fleet is broken, we can finally put an end to this conflict and provide peace, order,
And
security
security
for the citizens of this war-torn system.
Excellent. So, here we go, getting in that little TIE fighter. It is time for battle. A pretty significant fleet indeed, and it's a beautiful planet here in the background. Sepan, planet Sepan as it is called. There you go, the escort carrier is arriving here, as well as the striker.
Escort
There you go,
carrier
they're
aboard,
right here.
hailing Victory Class Star Destroyer Protector. We're ready to support you, Admiral.
Here they come. So far the enemy has not arrived yet.
TIE Fighter Group Alpha, stick close to the fleet. Screen our capital ships from enemy bombing runs.
We'll be doing that, sir. But first we'll have a quick look at the strike cruiser. Extremely very well done model here. I used those ships a lot in an old game called Star Wars Rebellion. I don't know if you guys played that game back in the 90s. I played that game so much, even online. Oh, here we go. One modified Corvette. And we should have, yeah, I think that we saw I could see their fleet here. There's an acclamator as well, another modified Corvette, a couple of Corvettes indeed. Escort shuttles. Here they are. Alright.
Here they come.
Well, let's follow those TIE fighters. It's extremely important to not go alone. Never engage the enemy alone when you are flying a TIE fighter. These ships are not designed for that. These ships are designed for swarm tactics. And that's exactly what we are doing here. Staying all together
Enemy squadrons launching.
Lots of ships attacking the
Let's meet
same
them head
ship
on.
at the same time. And that's exactly what we are going to do. Meeting them head on. This is looking so nice here. We definitely have 2 acclamators, a Nebulon B frigate, a couple of former separatist frigates too. Here we go, here are the assault shuttles. Now those ships are really tough, especially they have a turret in the back. They're not easy to take down, which is why flanking them like them is usually the best solution. I think I destroyed one. The V-wings are going down like flies, that's good to see as well. Go. I have a couple of concussion missiles. Let's see how that is going to be effective against those Clone War Y-Wings. And I'm afraid that they have managed to escape. It's also possible that the turret destroyed the concussion missiles, but they were no match for the dual laser guns of my TIE fighter. We have some extra Y-wings here. It is imperative that those Y-wings do not destroy any of our own capital ships. We cannot afford to be losing any of what we have, any of the ships that we have brought here. Look at that, they are bringing here the proton torpedoes. I need to hit. So very important here that I hit those Y-wings. By hitting those Y-wings, they are breaking off formation and their attack runs at the same time. Oh, you can see some of those iron cannons here. Definitely they are trying to disable my ship. This is not good. Trying to roll is always a good trick. Oh my goodness. I was saved by one of my wingmen, so I pressed Shift A to order one of my wingmates to attack the targets that I had here. This Y-wing that was attacking me, and I was saved like that. Gosh, I still have the goosebumps here. This was a really close one. You can still hear some of those Y-wings iron cannons here shooting at me. Luckily, my ship is a little bit bigger. I can outmaneuver those Y-wings, but as you can see, I am pretty much in bad shape. There we go. Eradicated. Those Y-wings are still launching proton torpedoes. Let's see if I can maybe intercept a couple of them. I know people say, Irad, you can actually target them with your targeting computer. Yes, but I don't have time. Maybe I'll be more. There you go. Boom. Take that, take that, take that. See, I am more effective just, you know, destroying those proton torpedoes visually like that. This was a close one. Of those proton torpedoes really flew very close to my TIE fighter. Almost took me down. So, one more here. I'll be able to take it down. No. The protector took it down. A couple of torpedoes. Yes, this one. Yes, there's another one. This was the strike cruiser that did it. But anyway, destroying those proton torpedoes is maybe what is going to prevent the tide of the battle to turn into their favor. Some more Y-wings here. Now, those Y-wings do not have the extra turret at the top. These the top turret is basically manned by the pilot and has iron cannons, so I should be a little bit safer here with those newer Y-wing models. Couple of extra Y-wing coming up here, entering the fray. Still a little bit far. We'll take this. Hard to hit. Those ships are not very fast, but from a certain angle they can be difficult to hit. Now the V-wings are a little bit boxier, but they are faster, so they're also difficult. Let's see if I can not so much. Maybe I'm gonna have to use the single cannons. Let's just see here. No, it should be okay. It's just so nimble and fast. I know I don't have my targeting computer. That's fine. There we go. No targeting computer. That's what we call a hotshot pilot. Something that is not much appreciated within the Empire, by the way. Oh, I have lost something. Oh no. Oh my goodness, time to go back to the Protector. Yeah, I'm in bad shape. You can see here the icon of my TIE Fighter is red. I have lost my radar system, so I simply have no idea where my enemies are, whatever. So I'll be limping my way all the way to the Protector, and hopefully they are going to repair. There's a shuttle around.
Looks like your craft took quite the beating.
It has indeed. I saw a shuttle 13 kilometers away, and the members of the Secret Order have told me to inspect the mysterious shuttle. So as soon as it is repaired, I'm gonna get some of those warheads as well. We will be looking for that shuttle. It looks like the enemy fleet is withdrawing from the area, so they may get to see who the masters are. And the last thing that we're gonna have to do is to inspect that shuttle. So here we go. Looks like well, looks like it's the best. It's the best that they will do. So they have not repaired the radar here on the side. That's okay. I can still get to see what that unknown shuttle is. Why is it heading towards the Protector? Well, I suppose that by inspecting that shuttle, we will be figuring it out. Yeah, the Republic and Demog forces have withdrawn. Basically, it is a victory, but this shuttle here is a miss. And why is it coming at this time? Well, as we are getting a little bit close, you can see I have put all the energy, all the power to my engines, and we will have our answer soon enough. So, there it is. It is called Omniot, and it is containing rebel officers. Oh my goodness. Well.
Good work, Alpha 2. We've successfully defended the fleet. Return now and refresh your TIE Advance skills in the simulator.
Alpha 2, stick to your mission profile, please.
Your curiosity is going to cause you serious trouble someday. Return to the Protector's hangar now, Alpha 2.
Well, it seems like I have made some people unhappy. My curiosity is going to cause me some trouble one day. Is that a threat? Well, something that we will be seeing in the future battles, obviously. In the meantime, we will be returning to the Protector. Let's go here. Let's go under those gigantic panels of the Victory Star Destroyer and
Report to the
space here
room at once.
as we enter the hangar area. Oh, a cutscene, and this time the cutscene is working.
Serve the Emperor above all others.
That is an awesome way to get a tattoo, by the way. And another cutscene. Select representatives are brought from two warring worlds to hear a message from the Empire.
The civil war that has ravaged your planets is over. It is time to lay down your arms. Join us to rebuild all that was destroyed in this savage conflict. Even now, the process of repairing your planets has begun.
Returning after completing a battle for the Empire. Yeah, there it is, a little medal for me, which is going to mark
Superb
the
work.
end.
You have
of this
successfully
battle.
helped turn back the combined attack by the Demok and Republic, destroyed most of their fleet without suffering any major losses on our side, and brought about an end to this conflict. With their fleets defeated, both sides will have no choice now in accepting Imperial rule and our terms for a peaceful resolution to this terrible conflict. The TIE Advanced also performed magnificently once we were able to get them on the field.
I haven't seen any of those TIE
Admiral
Advanced.
Zarin will be most interested in the results. It would be wise for you to brush up on your skills by doing some training with this new craft. Overall, you should be very proud of the fact that you helped bring order and stability to this once war-torn system.
I am
the
very
evidence
proud
you
indeed.
have gathered for us has been incredibly important. Shuttle Umlaut's passenger was a member of the Rebel Alliance. The individual was apparently taken directly to Admiral Harkov, and they have been alone ever since. This is very alarming in light of our investigation into the chronic shortages of equipment reported by Harkov over the last few months. It seems clear he is selling Imperial weapons and supplies to whoever has the credits, even rebel terrorists.
Unacceptable. Anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. I'll see you guys next time for Battle 3 of this playthrough of TIE Fighter. Having a really exciting time here playing TIE Fighter, and I hope that you guys enjoy this playthrough. See you later. This is the Eradicator. Have a great day. Cheers. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.